So you have a product idea, but you're not sure how to convince buyers to purchase something with no reviews or social proof. What's worse is that you can't even imagine more than a few people buying your product. Not to worry, I'm going to show you how to build social proof, market, and sell your first 100 units. Let's get started. First, let's talk about reviews. Should I give it away in hopes for good reviews? Should I pay for fake reviews on Amazon? Should I beg my friends to write me nice reviews on Shopify and Amazon? What do I do? Yes, no, yes. Let's start with giving away your product in exchange for reviews. Is it ethical? Of course. You're not forcing anyone's hand or holding them hostage for a review. Let me tell you a story about how I did this wrong and about how you can do this right. When I first started my brand TorqueStrap, I was so terrified to get a bad review that I didn't even install a review application on my Shopify store. I wrote a few phony testimonials, published them on my homepage, and I hoped that that would be enough. It was not. Reviews are so highly crucial, and to ignore such an important factor in your conversion rate, that's borderline reckless. Instead, I want you to install a review app from day one. Good, bad, and ugly, all reviews matter. Your mother and friends will give you plenty of 5-star reviews. Just make sure it's ethical. Sure, a few disgruntled customers could leave 1-star reviews. And this can happen because the USPS driver backed into their grass, okay? Just let it slide. Even if you get a really bad, nasty review that defames your character and your brand, just respond to it kindly, acknowledge it, and move on. Own the issue, truly apologize, and allow them to exercise your 30-day money-back guarantee. This lets customers know 3 things. These reviews are legit, you're a person who cares, and these customers have nothing to worry about when making a purchase on your website. And don't worry, less than 2% of customers typically exercise their right to your 30-day money-back guarantee. It's a net win. As far as Amazon reviews go, do not ever pay for some overseas scammy review farm. You could be in a position where you're selling $1,000 a day sometime in the near future, and then whammy, Amazon shuts you down. Look, their security systems get updated every day. In 60 days, their security is going to be a 180 of what it is right now, catching up with the latest scams and ready to take you down. In my opinion, the best way to get reviews is to personally contact 5 to 10 friends. You can offer to Venmo them the money after the purchase so that this whole transaction is free to them. And no, don't lower your price down to $0 on Amazon. That would screw up your buy box. Don't mess with the price at all. Leave everything as is. Amazon is a moody, don't play games. Now here's the thing, 9 out of 10 times these friends and family would happily buy your product, and they're not going to accept your cash because they want to help you out. Now, here's a really cool hack on Amazon. If your product is in the Fulfilled by Amazon program, you can then enroll in the Amazon Vine program where Amazon is going to send out 30 units of your product to verified reviewers. This is almost always a guarantee for 30 high-quality reviews. Now, a turbo hack is that if you have a product with variant groups like size, color, 2-pack, 4-pack, you can send each SKU to the Vine program separately and then combine them later for one super listing. You can combine them and have 90 reviews. If that all sounds too confusing to you, then you can just jump into the Invent With Me Discord chat, hit up Alfonso, and he'll happily operate your Amazon store for you. He even runs mine because the job of the CEO isn't pushing pencils or peddling reviews. Now let's talk about sales, because selling your first 100 products can seem daunting. You're suffering from imposter syndrome and you have no idea how you can compete against the hundreds of other products and sellers out there. As I said earlier, utilize your close friends and family to get your first dozen sales over the first week or so. In my experience with the Invent With Me podcast, almost every product developer, they're naturally very resourceful, and they always have somebody, whether it's a mother, a cousin, a sister, a son, a friend, who's well connected on social media and can get their product out there to the right people. Now, granted, this is going to be small. This is going to be 10, 15 orders tops. It's going to dry up quick. I don't care. Utilize them. Don't feel bad that these are basically charity purchases. Who cares? You have to start somewhere. Why not use them as a springboard? Next, follow up and ask them all for images or videos of the product in use for you to use. Take your own vertical videos and start to publish them on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube channels. These 4 platforms all respect the same vertical short form content. That means you can take one video and post it across 4 channels channels, quadrupling your exposure, and 4xing your chance at going viral. If you want to understand how to make a good video, it's all right in front of you. Get on social media, scroll through your feed, and when something catches your eye, stop. Focus on it. Get out your pen and paper. Write down why you stopped. How many cuts are in the video? What was the initial hook? Did you feel good at the end, and why? Write down every technical detail of that video and then summarize it with a story about what it was about, how it made you feel. Look, I talk about this all the time. The answers are out there. Are you willing to look close enough to extract them yourself? Now use that formula and script to outline your own videos. Now look, these can all be edited on your phone with CapCut, or my favorite, the Instagram platform, which has a pretty robust little editing software in there. And the cool thing about Instagram is you can then download that edited video onto your phone with no watermark. Those are the enemy. And then you can essentially copy and paste that same video across the other 3 platforms. Boom. Now, after a few weeks, if you're a little bit frustrated with your sales, hop back on the Invent With Me Discord, where you can hit up Sergio, a professional Meta and Google Ads strategist. He'll happily run your best performing organic posts with money behind them. Now look, at this point, everybody says, what about TikTok? Look, steer clear of TikTok, okay? I'm into blue chip stocks, all right? Right now, it's October 2024, and I can tell you that I've tried TikTok. Their data isn't reliable. Their system isn't robust enough. They just aren't safe enough to put money behind, and they don't have the ability to retarget like Facebook does. Meta's the king. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. A good product with a good price and good reviews will generally sell at a 20% cost to acquire a customer. This means that if I'm selling a product for $50, it may cost about $10 in ad spend to acquire that customer. That's okay. Now, of course, a lot goes into this, and the longer you do this, the more you optimize your website, the better that gets. But I can tell you with confidence, if you follow those instructions right now, you can launch your product and be selling it profitably with ad spend behind it. Now, keep in mind, when you run ads, half the people will split off and go to Amazon, and that's okay, because that means you're likely going to get that sale and quite possibly another review. Now with Shopify, you can build up more and more reviews by installing the Looks Reviews app, which has all kinds of cool features. You can follow up 14 days, 27 days after their purchase, hit them with an email, inspire them to leave a review in exchange for a discount code. The follow-up game is so important in this space. Continue to work on optimizing your website by implementing better photos, infographics, cart upsells, and quality listing descriptions. Within a month or so, you're gonna have your first 100 orders and be set up to keep on taking orders. And that, my friends, is how you sell your first 100 products on Shopify and Amazon. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you on the next one.